Today's the day. No more janky stock fenders. So today is a very special day. If you guys have read the title of this video, then you guys know exactly what it is I'm going to pick up. Our new fenders. I just got off the phone with the shipping company, and our new fenders are now ready to be picked up. Unfortunately, with coronavirus going around and everything, it took longer than projected, so we've been waiting 3 months now for these fenders. And I just got the phone call this morning that says that they're in town, they're ready to be picked up. So instead of waiting for the truck for another 4 or 5 hours for him to do a home delivery, we're gonna go there and pick them up ourselves. So super excited for this. So let's go get these. Alright, it's finally showing up. I ordered these. Hi, buddy. So these are finally showing up. I have been wanting a set of these since about the time that I got my car, about 1.5 years ago when it was completely stock. I was looking at these, trying to figure out a way how I can get something from this company, because as you guys may well know, that pretty expensive. It's not something you just go out and buy. So I saved, and about 3 months ago I was finally able to purchase a set for myself. Unfortunately with COVID going around, they took longer than expected to show up. So what was supposed to be a 6 to an 8 week lead time turned into being 3 months. So, but I haven't opened them yet. So let's go ahead and open them and see what they look like. I'm so excited. Alright, so my garage is a mess at the moment, so we're going to go ahead and do this out in the driveway. I'm going to go ahead and do the first one myself. I'm going to throw you guys up on a time lapse, kind of figure out how this is done, and then I'll walk you through on the other side. So let's hope we can get these on without screwing up too much shit. These were really expensive. Alright, so got that side on. Took a little bit longer than I was expecting. We had to make a few minor modifications, but overall, like, fitment was good. Just working on a little bit of spacing, but I think the way we landed, it's a little bit wide in the back and a little tight up here, but everything on the door side is perfect. It's just kind of like one of those things of trying to fit an aftermarket piece up to like aftermarket side skirts and an aftermarket bumper and everything, kind of like you just have to play with it. But I'm close enough. I'm happy with my gaps and I think everything looks good. We might go back in and try to dial in a couple things a little bit tighter, but as of right now it's all on. I did have to make one modification. And that's back in here. I had to make an aluminum bracket to go from the side skirt and just self-tapped back into the frame back there to give the side skirt some support, because these fenders don't come with that side skirt attachment down there. It's just completely flat. So to keep that from bouncing around, we had to put a bolt and some hardware. But I can show you just how much wider they are. So here is stock fenders with where my wheels and tires are sitting. So we got a little bit of poke. And if you come over here, it's like flush, if not sunk in just a tad. We also went ahead and lowered this one down a little bit, so this is about where it should end up. Pretty flush with the rear. I think this is going to work. So now that I know how this is going to go on and what I need to do, let's go ahead and disassemble the other side and get that fender on. You're going to have two 10mm bolts right here holding your bumper to the bottom part of your fender. So you take those out. You have two 12s right here for the light bracket. 110, 110. There's another 10 right here. There's one there. One in the upper portion of the door, so you'll have to open the door up. And then two under your side skirt. So this front half of the side skirt is going to have to just hang for a second. And then after that, there is 1, 2, 3, and 4, I believe, screws holding in the inner fender, and then just some quick tabs on the inside. So you have to pull the inner fender out, then we'll pull this fender off, and then we should be good to go. So update, the passenger side, I don't know what happened. It's fitting a whole lot differently than the driver's side. It's almost like it was made too short, and I'll show you what I mean. Like, you can see where the normal holes were supposed to be, and that's where I drilled the holes thinking it would line up. So we're almost like a ½ inch too short down here. You can see on the body line too, it's like a ½ inch, and then it's pulled a little bit funny, so we have a really bad like door line here that I can't do anything with. And then I had to readjust the headlight, but we still have a gnarly lip here for some reason. And now I'm worried about how the bumper's gonna fit. So I took a couple pictures, and I guess I'm gonna try and call them tomorrow and see what we can do about this, if they can just send me a replacement for the one side or what, because I already mounted the other side, so I don't know what to do. But I'm gonna make it look good for now. We have a car show on Saturday, so in 2 days. So this side will just have some nasty gapping, but driver's side looks mint. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up, and then hopefully I can make it look somewhat decent. Alright, so we got that as good as we can go. We're just gonna have to live with that gap That's as close as I could get it, and then we'll have to see what they say. Here's a closer view of that bracket. So this goes behind here, a little bin, self-tap back in the frame. Let's make that nice and sturdy again. Let's make that nice and sturdy again. So I don't know. Guess we'll just have to deal with it. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit more modification. We had to notch out our bumper right here to accommodate the little headlight bracket. And then we marked one hole, and then we moved another hole because there wasn't enough room for this one, for the original mount. So then, once we got all that, come on, go. So once we got all that mounted up, we went ahead and punched a hole here and a hole right there into the bottom of these. They ended up being, we used a step bit, and they ended up being 1/2-inch holes. Seemed to be the best. And then we went ahead and took out these factory mounting screw holes out of our stock fenders, and the 1/2-inch allowed enough to get a bite and shove those up as far as you can get on either side. And then I just found a screw to fit with a washer, and that way we have factory style attachment points on these fenders to bolt our bumper back up to. So let's go ahead and get our bumper mounted back up.